Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Aries in mid-December 2019. What's going on, Aries? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, Aries, this is the end, of 2019. How are you feeling about it? Huh? Happy holidays, season's greetings, happy Hanukkah for those who celebrate it, happy Kwanzaa for those who celebrate it, and I am about a week out, 8 days out from Christmas, so Merry Christmas for those who might see this before then. Hope you guys have all had an amazing holiday with your friends and family, and if you didn't, I apologize. I hope the next one is better. All right, guys, let's get into it. I have shuffled off camera. Main spread is there. I'm going to shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. The timestamp is in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. Also down there is all the information that you will need if you want to book a private reading with me. If you have a question before you place an order for a private reading, feel free to email me at the same address and I'll answer you as soon as possible. And yeah, just a heads up, guys, I won't be doing any lives around this holiday season. I just don't have the time. Got a lot of stuff going on in my off-camera life. So I just simply don't have the time to do it. But you can look for me to go live for the collective after the new year, just to kind of welcome in that 2020 energy and to touch base with you guys, because I currently only go live once a month for specific zodiac signs according to their birthday season. But now I want to do one for the collective, which I did back in November for Thanksgiving, and so this will be, welcoming in 2020, just to say hi to everybody and answer some questions live here on YouTube, okay? So if you're subscribed, you will see that information, especially if you allow videos and posts to be given to you in your notification. If you do not allow posts, you're not going to see when I put it on the community tab, and you're not going to see any of that, whether I upload or post or anything like that if you're not subscribed. So consider subscribing and consider opening up your notifications to include posts as well, so you can see when I actually announce that information, okay? Let's go. Aries, I want to see Aries outcome in mid-December 2019. Mid-December outcome for Aries, please. Please show me. Well, that was easy. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. I suspect we're going to talk about love, but I could be wrong. But I kind of already feel it. Yeah, buddy. All right, so for those who want to hear about your love lives, strap in. If you're here for anything else, I don't think we're going to get that. But we could. I can always be wrong. They can always send in different messages. But anyway, let's see what's going on. Please show me where Aries is in mid-December 2019. Aries in mid-December 2019, please show me. All right, good. Quick. Cancers was quick. They were first. You're second this time around for the mids. Quick. I like it. And that kind of fits with you because you have the Ace of Swords, Aries. All right. Who needs telling? You are in the mood to just tell all the tales. What does that mean, tell all the tales? I think that you're you are coming in wanting all the details, wanting to know all the facts, give facts. If people are confused about anything, you are like, I'm here to clear it up. Who was talking mess about me? Who told you lies about me? If people have you misunderstood, if people have been confused about anything you've said or done, you're like, well, let me clarify that for you. And in exchange, please clarify some things for me. This is they're really showing me, like, they intend for me to say reciprocal because that's what it is, but what they're actually showing me is like a tornado or like a cyclone, or just even, sometimes you're walking down the street and you see like leaves kind of, do like the circular motion. So, swords dealing with air sign energy. So that kind of falls where things move around swiftly. So okay, thank you. If you need to talk to someone, you want to do it quickly. If you need to talk to someone and air out a grievance, you want to do it quickly. You want to start the conversation and end a conversation quickly. Not to avoid anything. It's like, no, rapid fire. Thank you. That's what they want me to say. The conversation, you want it to start and you want the communication to be rapid fire. So if you're sending emails like at work or if you're sending personal emails to a friend, a family member, a lover, it doesn't matter, and you send one today at 5:05 p.m., you want a response by 5:10. If you don't get a response within the hour, you're kind of annoyed. So rapid fire. So if you're texting, if people take like 5 minutes to respond, if people take like 5 hours to respond, you're pissed. You know, it's like, I want it to be clear. I say a thing, you say, boom, 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 this volleying back and forth, because ultimately with the Ace of Swords, we are out to express, or at least deal with, transparency and truth and honesty and clarity, new ideas. So this could be, you know, like a pitch meeting. This could be, you know, you and your writing partner or your editor, your book editor, sitting down and really hammering out the details on your next book project. This could be you, you know, getting together with, you know, another person you do business with. And, you know, we need to get down on this social media game. My partner and I, this could be you, Aries, like, okay, we got to get down on Twitter, IG, maybe Facebook, because that's kind of played out at this point, but it's kind of also a foundational thing, and people do look for Facebook pages. But anyway, and you're just like, we need this, that, and the other. And you want your business partner to show up with as much fervor and as much focus as you. You're very focused. You're very like, lasered in on, this is what I want. I want to express it openly, and I want it to be openly expressed to me. If I think something's a bad idea, you're damn well right, I'm going to tell someone I think it's a bad idea. And so you want that in return. If you pony up, or if you come to a meeting, or if you come to discuss something with someone, Aries, and they think it's a bad idea, you're in one of your rare moods to be fully critiqued in return. If your idea is crap, somebody better speak up. If what you're saying, your perspective, your understanding, the way that you're expressing your love and affection, if it's not working for somebody, they need to speak up. This is sort of a speak now or forever hold your peace kind of situation. And I say that outside of the context of marriage. I'm not sensing anything. Somebody's going to stand up in the church and be like, nah, I disagree. Like Aries points their friend, no, you should not marry him or her. You know, I don't sense it literally like a movie like that. But it is sort of like this is the last chance, the last opportunity that I feel you or the other person or the situation at hand is going to allow for a fair, even, and open exchange of ideas or thoughts and clearing up the air over misunderstandings. And you're just about it. You're about it. You are about this. You are in it. So basically you're brandishing this sword. You're holding it in your hand saying, I'm ready to cut away. You see how like there's that overgrowth down there? I'm ready to cut away all these weeds, get all this bullshit cleared up between us so that we can decide to move forward as friends, lovers, business partners. Maybe we're going to, you know, patch things up if we're estranged family members, whatever your goal is and their goal is, you want to find a happy medium or find what works for both of you. And if what works for both of you is to actually separate, you take that as well. So Aries, you own it. You are on it right now. What else is happening? People are bullshitting. Say what? Listen. Number one, you have two repeating cards from Cancer's reading. I don't think I mentioned fire signs for them, but this is a similar energy. It might just be the energy for the collective, and you each are going to experience it in slightly nuanced ways. But they also were very... Oh, you were there because they had the Emperor card. So go watch that if you're dealing with a Cancer. But anyway, you have these two that are repeating, and I feel pulled to talk about them because this is something else, I think. Or not something else, but it is. Yeah, so people are bullshitting. So, in the dark. Listen, buddy. All right. So your Ace of Swords. Number one, look at the light gleaming off of the hilt of that sword, the handle there. Very much enlightened. Some of you might know information. Some of you might know information that's very pertinent to the situation at hand, to the circumstances, and you might be, sort of sitting on that information. Or you want to come into new information. You want to come into some type of enlightenment. Enlighten me. Like, you might say that in a conversation with whoever you're dealing with. Enlighten me. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you got out of that situation. Tell me what you took away from whatever, right? Enlighten me. Here we got somebody playing around in the dark with the Five of Wands and a box of damn matches. Now, the Five of Wands traditionally talks about squabbles, people bickering back and forth, and ultimately things needing to change, like the rhythm of the activity, or the temperature of the conversation needs to change, or the temperament of people needs to change, right? That's the traditional understanding. This is like hush, hush, quiet, quiet. No, don't look over here. Don't mind me. This is someone kind of being meek, quiet, reserved, and you're not about it. Whoever this is, they're pissing you off because they're acting like there's nothing to talk about, even though there is something to talk about. Because again, they're over there playing with this book of matches, or this box of matches, in the dark, playing like they don't want to turn the lights on in here. Let's just imagine you want to talk to somebody and you walk into the room and it's dark, and you're like, well, can we turn the lights on in here before we have this discussion? And they go, sure. And they strike a match. And they are sitting there like that shit is normal. What? Turn the lights on. No, this'll do. Lights another match. So what do you want to talk about, Aries? I want to talk about why you won't turn the damn lights on in here. Number one, and then and then it snowballs into this whole thing. So there's something about this person, these people, this environment that isn't really copacetic with what you're bringing to the table, or how you would like to see the situation sort of unfold, or what you want to see brought to the situation, which is full enlightenment, right? Cutting away the bullshit, getting away from the weeds, right? This person is nothing but sitting in the dark, striking matches instead of turning on a damn light, or using the damn match to light a candle. Like, come on. So, thank you. That's the other thing that they're giving me with the striking of the match, because you'd have to imagine, like I'm imagining it, that box of matches was at one time full. So this person repeatedly strikes matches on the matchbox, right? Lights up the room for a temporary period of time, and then eventually the lights go out again, and then they'll strike another match. So this person has moments where they give you some insight, or they give you bits of clarity, but they don't give you the full Monty, or the full again, they just don't turn the damn lights on. Lord, they're exhausting. Because here's the thing. Fives are about change. Fives are about challenges. And they can be overcome. But that requires the person or people involved to be in line with change. It's a call to action, especially with the wands. Wands are physical, right? Or physicality, motion, right? Things that actually take shape in the physical world, right? We put legs up under it, and we, like an idea. You put legs up under it, boom, it becomes a part of your reality, yeah? So this five is saying, change something about the environment, change the way you show up to a conversation. It could be an issue of time. If you're, I could see it. If you want to sit down with someone, and I said this about love, and I hope, we're going to get there. They're like, shut up, we're going to get there. It's like, okay. Because I'm like, whatever. If you, Aries, send out an email to someone in your office saying, hey, can we have a sit-down meeting like at 2 o'clock to go over this, that, and the other? This person tells you at 10 a.m., yes, I'll be there. They email you at 1:52. Oh, I can't make the meeting. What? Or they make the meeting, they show up at 2, but they're like, okay, I can only stay for 15 minutes because blah, 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 blah. And you're like, I blocked out this meeting for the entire hour. What do you mean you only have 15 minutes? This person, like, for lack of a better term, but maybe it's quite on the money, they breadcrumb you, Aries. They give you little niblets, thinking that'll satisfy you, and you're just like, no, I'm here for a full meal. This little breadcrumbing crap, that's for the birds. Boom, because birds love breadcrumbs, yeah? And that's not really a joke, but whatever. So this person is in some ways playing with fire because Aries, you're only going to take that for so long because you know how unfair this has been towards you. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into the love space. It'll still apply for people who are dealing with business relationships or family or whatever, but now they're drawing me to the love because it's just like, you know what the deal is. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Yeah? Yes, thank you. Two of Cups. So, in terms of love, or even still business and family, because again, what I'm going to say can apply to non-romantic relationships. This Two of Cups, to many readers, maybe even to you, Aries, is a soulmate card. Maybe that is the case here. I will allow it because for me, my personal definition is soulmates aren't made of rainbows and cookie dough and long Saturday sleep-ins. Soulmates come with difficulties. They're not always pleasant to deal with. God knows, because I have one, my sister, and she drives me up a wall. Not recently, but on a regular occasion. So for me, it works. But if that's not what you understand or believe a soulmate is, then you do not have to apply it. But what you recognize is within this situation, either dynamically between you and one person or organically between you and one person, things are just mesh. They just like you and them gel, or you and them could gel. So regardless of whether it's a soulmate or even an individual, I feel that you feel there's something copacetic around you, an opportunity to get like this, to get on board with a person or a group of people and make it work. There is a meeting of the minds. You see the one skull pouring into the other. There's a heartfelt connection. Some of you might be walking around feeling like this person has their heart in your hand and they could crush it at any moment. They could throw it in the damn garbage disposal, or they could take proper care of it. But playing around in the dark, not wanting to address the issue at hand, right? So in terms of dating or relationships, I don't think this would be someone that you've known a long time. If it is, and they've been breadcrumbing you for months or years, Jesus Christ, why are you still there? But beyond that, this also feels like just the intensity of it for you or them or both of you is there, but one or both of you is totally denying that. Again, I think most of you Aries are going to say, I want to get it out in the open. I want to discuss it. What's going on here? We've been talking for the better part of a year, 2 years, Maybe you have an on and off again thing. Maybe you have a long-running friends with benefits thing. Where now, after how many, rolls in the hay, you started to catch feelings. And now you're kind of like, am I the only one who feels this way? After a good throwdown, and you guys are maybe cuddled up, you're kind of like, should we be cuddling? You're questioning it. You feel it or recognize it in some type of way, Aries, this Two of Cups with this person, but they're not reciprocating because the two requires some type of cyclical return. Yeah? Twos are about either duality or reciprocation. Yeah? We're choosing between two, or we're rotating between two, whatever. It is or it isn't. It's on or it's off. It's black or it's white. Or we blend those energies together, right? So that's kind of what it is. You kind of want to know what's going on here. Are we on or are we off? Are we melding our lives together or are we not? Because that's the other thing. Ooh, yeah, they're giving me that. Because when I did the blending together, they showed me people in a bathroom. I would never. I don't think I would. Yeah, I didn't in any of my previous. No, anyway, it doesn't matter. Where people are getting ready in the bathroom at the same time. So like you're at the sink brushing your teeth, your partner's over there, letting out the morning urine, right? And then, one of you hops in the shower while the other one is doing their hair or their makeup or getting, whatever. And it's just like this shared thing going on within a domestic space in the bathroom. And like, the toothbrush is there. They've got their favorite cologne over here. They've got their deodorant here, blah, 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 blah. But what they were showing me, or what they were indicating in my feelings, was this was not a committed relationship. Say what? It happens. I'm not questioning you. I'm not trying to throw shade, but that is confusing for somebody. We've been sharing space. You've been sleeping over. You leave your things here. Somehow your laundry gets put into my laundry. Now I'm over here folding up your drawers, or, doing whatever, but I'm not your man, or I'm not your woman. This friends with benefits thing has kind of gone on too long to still be so casual for someone out there. So now that you guys have become so much more intimately intertwined, you want to know, listen, are we actually going to stop with this friends with benefits BS? Or are you going to get all your crap out of my house? Because, Aries is kind of like that. Cut and dry, It is or it isn't. There's no, in many Aries cases, there's no middle ground. There's no gray area. It's either black or white, especially when it comes to intimate relationships, people that you know and you love, friends, family, and lovers, right? You're either in my life or you're not. This in-between crap does not work, right? But this person, lighting matches in the dark, thinking it's okay, breadcrumbing you. Well, we can talk about it later. And then, they might, deflect the situation with sex. Oh, why do you want to talk about that right now? Just take your clothes off. Now, tell that to most Aries, and then they'll be like, okay, but we're really going to talk about it, as they start to undress themselves. You mean it. We're going to talk about it, Aries can be easily distracted with sex. Easily. So, they might play that game with you. They give you a little roll in the hay, and you forget about it for 2 weeks. Then they come over. They stay over, and you're reminded, hey, wait a minute. We were supposed to talk. And, all of a sudden they take their clothes off. Are you sure you want to talk right now? Or do you want to get this? And you're like, you got me again, but I'm going to let you get me again because I'm an Aries and I would absolutely be crazy to deny having great sex with you. Right? So this person, to some extent, not in all cases, is very cleverly avoiding you. Purposely avoiding you because they don't want to engage in that truthful conversation. They don't want to cut away at the weeds of the situation and get down to the nitty gritty of it. And for you, that's, again, I don't know how many times you can be distracted by good sex. Indefinitely? I'm kidding. I'm sure many of you have hit your limit with that. But anyway. So your final card in the main spread is the Six of Pentacles. That kind of partners well with this Two of Cups because, not Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, my bad. That still fits because Nine of Pentacles. Solo. This is traditionally the single ladies card for those who are familiar with the tarot or familiar with how I, throw that phrase around. Will that song ever not be popular? Probably not. Anyway, Nine of Pentacles is about independence, is about being solo dolo. Look at this person. And all these little, I guess they're, what are they, pentagons? Pentacles, right. So this is like being in a garden of abundance, all alone, and not really giving a damn about anything or anyone else. Aries, if I'm honest, it feels like it's the Five of Wands character, or the person or the people that you're dealing with in that energy. In terms of dating, you want to know if it's serious for them? Probably not. You want further commitment? Probably not going to happen. You want to know if you're going to be the real deal with them, that you guys are going to take the next step in the relationship? Nope. They are very comfortable, focused on themselves. They're very comfortable with the way things are right now. They are not interested in developing anything more. Because the Nine of Pentacles, in terms of tarot, would graduate to the Ten of Pentacles, right? And Ten of Pentacles is, stability, long-term stability, right? Across generations. That's like, really heavy-hitting energy. The Nine of Pentacles, unlike the Nine of Cups, unlike the Nine of Wands, or even the Nine of Swords, in those three other suits, Cups, Wands, and Swords, I feel there is a natural, I want to get to the next step as soon as possible. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. 10 of Cups, dreams come true. 9 of Swords, I'm inundated with horrible anxiety. I feel awful. I'm stressed all the time. 10 of Swords is, okay, fine. That's like the bottom of the barrel. Start over, clean slate. Same thing with the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm carrying all this pressure on my shoulders. I'm so exhausted. 10 of Wands is like, I reached my breaking point. Straw that breaks the camel's back, right? The 9 of Pentacles is not hurt up to move on to the 10 of Pentacles. In many cases, not everybody's case, but in many cases, this 9 is not like dying to become the 10 because it's a self-sustained energy. The 9 of Pentacles is only responsible for the 9 of Pentacles, whoever that is, whether it's you or somebody else or your grandmother, it doesn't matter. Whoever the 9 of Pentacles is, they're fine taking care of themselves. They're fine. Their needs are met. Pentacles, money, resources, shelter, clothing, food. This person is well fed, they're well kept, they've got money, they have some semblance of stability in their life, whether that mean a job, whether that mean, bunking it at your place 4 nights a week, whatever the situation is, they're comfortable with how it is. They have no motivation to move on to the 10 of Pentacles. All the other 9s, in my estimation, are pretty motivated to move on to the 10. This 9 of Pentacles, if the 10 comes, cool. If it doesn't, that's all right too. Because I'm not losing anything. That's the other thing with the 9 of Pentacles. I'm not in danger of losing anything. So, those who are getting, scraps, little breadcrumbs, trickled on the path in front of you, getting Goldilocks out here. Or not Goldilocks, Red Riding Hood. Playing Red Riding... Oh, Red Riding Hood. Getting Red Riding Hood. Did. I don't know what you want to do with that, but you already know. Hey, I was like, I don't know what you want to do with it, but you already know. Outcome, High Priestess. Holy shit. Listen, because I said the Emperor was in theirs, and then this is a High Priestess, major or secondary major arcana for Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, or there's a significant Cancer placement in your chart or their chart, go watch that. Anyway, High Priestess, knowing everything and not saying a word about it, or knowing everything and kind of just waiting it out. You could go either way. The High Priestess comes from a place of eternal knowledge across time and space. This is a very sacred energy, I'd say. So how does that translate down to you here on Earth in your mundane, everyday life experience? Basically, follow your instincts. Follow your gut. What does it tell you? Does this person care about you, but they're afraid of commitment? Okay, if that's what your gut is telling you, what are you prepared to do? To sit around and wait for them to become comfortable with commitment, or move on and find somebody who fits that bill right now? Whatever, I'm not trying to indicate or sway anybody's opinion here or their decisions. Number one, it's tarot. You shouldn't make big life decisions based off of one tarot reading or any tarot reading. You always have to follow your own gut, your own instincts, your own guides, your own intuition, okay? Whatever I've said here tonight, if it resonated, but you want to do the opposite of what you think this reading has told you, you can do that. That's your journey. You must choose. So that's basically what this is saying. You already know deep down what the answer is. Are you going to behave and make choices and decisions in line with your intuition, or are you going to do the opposite? Either way you choose, that is also the right path, because the High Priestess and your guides and your higher selves and any god you believe in or don't believe in, it really doesn't matter. All that shit's already written anyway. So whatever. I'm not gonna rant about that. But so High Priestess energy is telling you, Aries, trust your gut. And if you trust your gut, but in the end do something that your gut didn't tell you to do, that's also fine, because it was always meant to be that way regardless. So in a sense, it doesn't matter what you do, which again, I don't want to rant and rave about, but whatever. Also with this, I feel some of you This is not traditionally a card of spying, but I feel some of you are or are employing other people to help you with this. High Priestess can be a separate entity in terms of counselor, in terms of advisors or mentors, or people who just generally got the deets that you don't have, or the insight that you don't have. So in the case of dating, this could be someone who, you know, has like an idea or has a way around, like, you know, how can I get into his phone if his phone is locked? And this is like your friend. Oh, I know how to do that. Just invite me over one day and I'll just, you know, get in his phone real quick. Something like that. Or here's a good way for, you know what I mean? Like, this is someone who not encourages you, but would be able to help you spy on someone or help you gather intel on someone. Knowledge is power, I guess. Oh, because I said that earlier, where some of you know something, but you're sitting on it, or you're not expressing it. High Priestess can talk about that. Knowing something, but not speaking about it. Hey now. Don't do anything illegal. That's all I'm going to say. And when it comes to, like, you know, going into people's, you know, private property, their personal effects, like smartphones or tablets and shit, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to do that, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't study the law. I'm not a lawyer. Anyway, overall energy, Aries, is the Knight of Cups. So here you are. I mean, look. Oh, God, yes. They're like, this is Aries, and look. They're like, and look. Look at the posture of this guy. Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, if you're dealing with a Cancer, go look. But look at the posture. He's going. Moving on. Headed through that archway. But look at his face. Turning around, looking over his shoulder. This is you. Not in a threatening way, not in a way to necessarily elicit a response, but this is literally you talking to whoever this is, your friend, your coworker, your business partner, your girlfriend, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, your whatever, your FWB for the past 4 years. 4 years? They put that number in my mouth. 4 years doing a friends with benefits? Are you crazy? I mean, you can't, no offense. If that's your life, live it. But this is you to the person. I'm going to go. I'm leaving. Once I'm out through that archway, you will not see me again. This is a point of no return, basically. Because the Knights always have a journey. They always have a message to deliver. They always have a mission to accomplish. Yeah. Aries, you know, you getting lovelorn over somebody, it's not going to last forever. You know, unlike other signs that pine after a person for decades. Not in my case, but I've heard some stories of people. Decades, okay? Aries probably would never. Probably would never. Whoever was doing the friends with benefits for 4 years, you're a rarity. Most Aries, if they don't want a friends with benefits, they will end that shit. So whoever's breadcrumbing you, whoever's giving you, you know, the little snippets of insight, the little crumbs of information, you're telling them, I'm not about that anymore. It's tiresome. I'm over it. I'm going to leave. If you want to be friends, if you want to be more than friends, if you want to be business partners, blah, 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 this is your last chance. Point of no return. When I'm out, I'm fucking out. Because again, Knights have missions. They're on a journey. They can't stop forever. You know, it would be like in the old days of a traveling salesman. If you're supposed to travel up and down the eastern seaboard from Maine to Florida, making sales along the way, you're not doing your job. You're not accomplishing your mission. You're not making your paycheck if you suddenly get detoured for 5 years in South Carolina. You're supposed to be in Florida as of 5 years ago, buddy. You see what I mean? So Aries, whatever journey you're on, mission you're on, you will not be delayed forever. And you want to tell this person, I'm not going to stick around for no bullshit, buddy. Or ma'am. Or whoever. Are you with me or not? Are we working on something or not? Are we together or not? Let's be clear. Aries, that's your mid-December. Yeah. Pretty easy for me. Maybe not so easy for you. Anyway, if you liked it, the like button is down below. Hit it. If you want to, you don't have to, but I encourage everybody to hit the like button if they enjoyed it, if something resonated here. If it also resonated, or excuse me, if it resonated with you, you can also leave a comment down below. Let me know how, because as a reader, I kind of like that stuff. It gives me confirmation, lets me know that me talking to myself for 30, 40 minutes at a time isn't wasted. You can also share the video, let other people know you like my stuff, and of course, guys, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, okay? That way you can see when I upload, you can come back. You don't have to like search for me. You don't have to like go through your YouTube history, or you don't get to lose me forever because, you know, this YouTube grind is a hard one. But anyway, doing any and all of those things would be greatly appreciated. Aries, I'm going to be back soon doing the no communications reading. So if this is going to be about, well, this, I feel you're talking to whoever this is, but if you happen to not be in communication with, say, a Sagittarius or maybe even another Aries, you can look at the no communications readings, which I'm going to put up soon, to kind of get some insight into that, because a lot of people seem to enjoy those back in October, so I'm going to bring them back here in December. After that, I will be back with the Januaries and then the mids. I'll go live again for the collective sometime in January, so be on the lookout for that. Again, if you're subscribed and you allow notifications to show you posts, you'll be aware. If not, it's just a random chance that you'll find me, huh? Yeah. So, anyway, Aries, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Take care.